The bar went silent when he walked in wearing the uniform. But the bikers didn't see a hero. They saw a liar. They called him a fake soldier, shoved him against the bar, and told him to take it off. What happened next? It left everyone in that room speechless. The bell above the door chimed softly as I walked into Murphy's bar. A Thursday night. Quiet. Just the way I liked it. I was still in uniform. Didn't plan to be. But after 2 straight days on base and a last-minute convoy run, I didn't feel like driving home just yet. Sometimes you need noise to drown out the noise in your head. Murphy's wasn't much. A dim, wood-paneled room that smelled of beer and old secrets. A jukebox sat in the corner, playing country slow and low. Behind the counter, Frank Murphy himself nodded at me. "Evenin', soldier." "Evenin', Frank." I slid onto a stool. "What'll it be?" "Root beer." His eyebrows went up. "Root beer?" I gave a small smile. "Driving later?" He shrugged and filled a frosted mug. I wrapped my hands around the cold glass and let my shoulders relax for the first time in days. The bar wasn't empty, but it wasn't crowded either. A couple at a table near the window, laughing softly. 2 old men playing darts, their throws lazy and careless. And then there was them. 5 men at the far end, leather vests gleaming in the dim light, biker patches stitched across their backs, American flags, skulls, names of wars they fought in. Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan. They looked like men who carried ghosts in their saddlebags. I didn't pay them any mind, just sipped my root beer and stared at the bubbles rising to the surface. But I could feel their eyes on me. It started with a laugh. Low, sharp, like a blade scraping metal. "Hey." I didn't look up. "Hey, uniform." I turned my head slowly. One of them, a big man with a gray beard and eyes like frostbite, was leaning forward, staring straight at me. "You Army?" he asked. I nodded once. "Yes, sir." His lip curled at the "sir." "Where are you out of?" "Fort Benning." That got the others' attention. They muttered, exchanged glances. Gray beard tilted his head. "What unit?" 173rd Airborne. He laughed again, louder this time. "Airborne? You? No way." The other bikers chuckled. One of them, a tall guy with a bandana, said, "Man, come on, who you trying to impress?" I kept my voice calm. "Not trying to impress anyone." "Sure you are." Graybeard pushed his chair back and stood. The bar seemed smaller when he started walking toward me. Boots heavy, floorboards creaking. He stopped 2 feet from my stool, looked down at me like a wolf eyeing a rabbit. "You know what pisses me off?" he said. "Posers. People who dress like heroes but never earned it." I didn't move. "You think I didn't earn this?" He jabbed a finger at my uniform. "I know you didn't." The whole bar went quiet. Even the jukebox seemed to hold its breath. He leaned in close. His breath smelled like whiskey and war stories. "You ain't airborne. Hell, you ain't even military. You just some punk who bought a uniform online." The other bikers laughed, a low rumble rolling through the room. Frank, behind the bar, shifted uncomfortably. "Come on, Pete." "Shut it, Frank." Graybeard, Pete snapped. He turned back to me. "Take it off." "What?" "The uniform. Take it off. You don't deserve it." My jaw tightened. My hand curled around the mug, knuckles white. "Not gonna happen," I said. His smile turned into something mean. "You think I'm playing?" "Take it off." The room felt like a powder keg waiting for a spark. I looked at him. Really looked at him. The faded tattoos on his arms. The patches on his vest. Names of places that leave scars. And I realized something. This wasn't just about me. This was about him. About what he lost. About what he missed. But that didn't make it right. I set the mug down slow and steady. Stood up. Now we were eye to eye. "I'm not taking off this uniform," I said quietly. "Not for you, not for anyone." The laughter stopped. Pete's smile faded. And that's when things got serious. The bar that went silent continued. Part 4, the push. Pete's jaw flexed as he stared me down. The room had gone so quiet I could hear the hum of the old neon sign outside the window. You got some nerve, he said finally, voice low and sharp. Walking in here like you earned something, like you know sacrifice. I said nothing. You ever see your buddy bleed out in the dirt? His eyes burned. You ever hold a man's hand while he begged you to tell his wife he loved her? Huh? Did you? His fists clenched. I kept my voice even. Yes. That word hit him like a punch. His face twisted. Liar. He shoved me hard. My back slammed against the bar. The mug toppled, spilling root beer across the counter. Frank moved fast. Pete, that's enough. But Pete wasn't listening. His hands gripped my uniform collar. Take it off, he barked, spittle hitting my face. Take it off before I rip it off. The other bikers were on their feet now, circling like vultures. The couple in the corner got up and slipped out the door, whispering, "Call the cops." But I didn't move, didn't flinch. I looked Pete dead in the eye and spoke 2 words. Check my tags. For a second he froze. Then his hand shot down and yanked the dog tags from my neck. The metal clinked against the bar as he squinted at them. He read out loud. Staff Sergeant, Malik Carter, United States Army. His jaw worked. His eyes flicked to me, searching for a crack, a tell. Fake, he muttered. Could be fake. The others nodded, feeding his doubt. Yeah, anybody can make those. Pete's voice rose again, desperate now. If you're the real deal, prove it. Where were you stationed? Who was your CO? What's your MOS? I answered every question. Calm, clear, no hesitation. His face darkened, but he wasn't done. Doesn't matter, he said finally. You still ain't earned that uniform. That was when the words slipped out. Words I didn't plan, but words I needed him to hear. I bled for this country, I said quietly. Just like you. The only difference is, when you came home, they called you a hero. When I come home, they follow me around Walmart like I'm gonna steal something. The bar went dead silent. Frank stopped polishing the glass in his hand. Even the jukebox clicked off like it didn't dare play through this moment. Pete blinked. Confusion flickered in his eyes. What the hell you talking about? You know exactly what I'm talking about, I said. You fought a war overseas. I fight one every damn day right here. Pete opened his mouth, but I didn't let him speak. You want to know why I'm here tonight? My voice shook, not with fear, but with everything I'd kept buried for years. I buried 2 brothers in uniform, both killed in action, one in Mosul, one in Kandahar. My father, Vietnam vet, Purple Heart, my grandfather, Normandy. You think this uniform is a costume? It's a family heirloom. Pete's hands dropped from my collar. But I wasn't done. You all sit here talking about honor and brotherhood, but the second you saw a black man in uniform, you decided I had to be a fraud. His face reddened. That ain't what this is. Then what is it? My voice cracked like thunder. 'Cause you didn't question the guy in camo who walked out 10 minutes ago, didn't ask for his tags, didn't shove him into a bar. Pete had no answer. And then slowly I reached into my pocket and pulled out a folded piece of paper, my Silver Star citation, the highest honor I'd ever wanted, and the heaviest thing I'd ever carried. I laid it on the bar, smooth, deliberate. Pete stared, the others stared. One of them whispered, "Holy hell." I looked Pete in the eye one last time. You ever pull 3 men out of a burning Humvee while taking fire from every direction? You ever wrap your own leg to stop the bleeding and keep moving, 'cause if you stopped, they died? No? Then don't you ever tell me I didn't earn this uniform. For a long time, nobody spoke. Then Pete stepped back. His face was pale now, like all the blood had drained out. I didn't, his voice cracked. I didn't let him finish. I picked up my tags, tucked the citation back in my pocket, and grabbed my cap. Then I turned and walked to the door. Before I left, I looked over my shoulder. You were right about one thing, I said. Posers make me sick too. Just never thought I'd meet one in leather. And then I walked out into the rain. Behind me, Murphy's bar stayed silent. That night, someone recorded the whole thing on their phone. It went viral. Millions watched a man stand his ground, not just as a soldier, but as a black man who'd carried the weight of 2 wars, one abroad, one at home. And if you're watching this now, remember this. Respect isn't about what someone looks like, it's about what they've lived through. Before you judge, listen. Before you hate, think. And if you believe in equality, share this story. Because silence never changed a damn thing.